Hey there everybody and welcome back. I'm your host Joshua Ryan. Who hasn't dreamt of becoming a superhero? I know I have. And if you're a fan of the Marvel Cinematic Universe, you know there are a few ways to become one. Getting bit by a radioactive spider, being rich. But the most iconic way to become a superhuman might just be getting that blue serum. I'm talking about that Super Soldier Serum. Oh, but wait, you don't know what a Super Soldier Serum is? Well, don't worry, we've got you covered. Let's talk about its origin and the timeline.
How'd you feel?
Taller.
The Super Soldier Serum is one of the most sought-after mysterious items in the Marvel Cinematic Universe. After all, we can credit many superheroes to the serum. It is this chemical solution that was originally formulated to enhance the human body and mind and was intended to be utilized by the United States Armed Forces during World War II in order to transform Allied soldiers into super soldiers. It seems pretty straightforward, right? Being injected with the serum, gaining superhuman strength, and somehow becoming a superhero. Well, that's not exactly how it goes most of the time. Let's start from the beginning. In the 1930s, Dr. Abraham Erskine worked on the serum in Germany. Intrigued by the potential of the serum, in the 1940s, Johann Schmidt tested an imperfect formula of the serum on himself. The Super Soldier Serum at this point lacked radioactive exposure, the side effects of which caused Schmidt's skin to burn away along with the tissue surrounding his skull, leaving an unpleasant red scab on the nasal cavity. This is exactly how he turned into the Red Skull. Since the serum was not ready for use, it also affected Schmidt's personality pretty drastically. Later, Erskine escaped to the United States of America and joined the Strategic Scientific Reserve, precursor to SHIELD, and there he perfected the serum. With this serum, he initiated Project Rebirth, wherein they used the serum to transform Allied soldiers into super soldiers. He successfully used the serum on a very skinny and sick-looking Steve Rogers, who could do this all day, and transformed him into a super soldier, Captain America, the First Avenger, making him physically much stronger and curing his ailments while also enhancing his personality. Rogers was the only one who received the perfect serum with no tragic side effects, unless of course you count the inability to get drunk as a negative side effect. I know I do. Immediately after this transformation, Hans Kruger, an agent of Hydra, killed Erskine and destroyed the last vial of the serum, leaving no man who knew how to perfect the Super Soldier Serum alive, and Captain America as the first and only recipient of that perfect serum. You would think that this is where it ends, but no. Germans and the Americans were equally smitten by the serum and wanted to recreate it and produce super soldiers for their respective armies. During World War II, Hydra successfully captured a lot of US military soldiers and made them work at the top secret weapons facility in the Austrian Alps, while Armin Zola was working on his version of the Super Soldier Serum. Eventually, the prisoners became too weak to work, making them the perfect test soldiers for Zola to test his serum. Bucky Barnes was one of the prisoners who was injected with the serum and survived. When Cap stormed the facility in order to free the soldiers, Zola abandoned his work and fled the scene. By 1945, Barnes had joined his childhood friend Steve Rogers and had started accompanying him during his missions. One such mission was when they planned on attacking a Hydra train that was transporting Zola to another base. This was followed by a fight during which Barnes fell several hundred feet from the train. But Barnes was injected with an imperfect version of the serum, which helped him survive the fall. However, he lost an arm in the process. He was later captured and brainwashed, making him the Winter Soldier. Fast forward to December 1991. Hydra was ready to attack Howard Stark since he had successfully recreated the Super Soldier Serum, and they were aware of it. It might not come as a surprise to you, but Hydra sent Barnes to retrieve the serum. In the process, he ends up assassinating Howard Stark. The serum was meant to reach the Pentagon, but now that it ended up with Hydra, they started a brand new Winter Soldier program and converted their most elite death squad into Winter Soldiers, much stronger than Barnes, who was in turn much stronger than Captain America, or at least his arm was. Now, this version of the serum had a mental side effect. It made the Winter Soldiers aggressive and uncontrollable. Their aggression was so out of control that they turned on Hydra and eventually were incapacitated and placed in cryostasis. Deeming Stark's serum to be a failure, Hydra appointed Dr. Wilfred Nagel to recreate a more stable serum for Winter Soldiers. But before it could be done, Hydra got disbanded. 10 years later, and 2 days after the September 11 attacks, General Thaddeus Ross was ordered to reconstruct the serum and start Project Rebirth again. In order to do so, Dr. Bruce Banner, a world-renowned scientist of biochemistry, nuclear physics, and gamma radiation, was recruited. Here, General Ross chose not to divulge the serum's true properties to Banner. Instead, he told Banner that the serum was designed to prevent radiation poisoning. While working on the serum, Banner substituted the original serum's Vita radiation with gamma radiation and believed he had unlocked the original serum's formula. The US government, however, decided to stop the funding for this project as they had lost interest. Unaware that it was actually the Super Soldier Serum, a frustrated Banner injected himself with it and was soaked with an overabundance of gamma radiation. This resulted in Banner transforming into a large, green-skinned being, the Incredible Hulk. The gamma ray variation did not enhance Banner's personality, but created a new one for Hulk, and gave him powers much more than what Captain America could muster. A variant of the serum was then again recreated and was given to Emil Blonsky. However, this version of the serum had several side effects, both physical and mental deterioration, such as a protruded spine and aggression. His regenerative abilities were more advanced in comparison to other super soldiers. He could completely regenerate from all his bones being broken or shattered, all within a matter of hours. Once Blonsky was given a transfusion of Hulk's blood, it mixed with the serum in his system and mutated him into the Abomination. Remember Dr. Wilfred Nagel? Following Hydra's disbandment, he was recruited by the CIA to recreate the serum. By 2018, Nagel managed to isolate the trace elements of the serum in Isaiah Bradley's blood to recreate the original serum. Bradley was a Korean War veteran and super soldier who'd received the Super Soldier Serum in the 1950s and was assigned by the United States military to eliminate the Winter Soldier in South Korea. He had ambushed Bucky Barnes and was the one to rip off Bucky's prosthetic arm, which Hydra later repaired. Following Bradley's service in the Korean War, he was imprisoned and experimented on for decades by the US government. He eventually escaped the experiments and torture when one of the nurses faked documents saying that he was dead so he could escape. In the future, while recreating the serum, Nagel modified it so that its users did not undergo any physical changes, along with being able to self-inject the serum, which could be done without using a machine, such as the Vita Ray chamber used during Project Rebirth. But before he could synthesize his work, he was turned to dust as a result of Thanos' snap. When he was restored to life 5 years later, he realized that the CIA had terminated their super soldier program. However, by 2024, Nagel was able to successfully create 20 vials of the serum, which were then stolen by Carly. It's fair to say this is one unlucky scientist, first turning to dust and then being mugged. This dude can't catch a break. Carly used the serum on herself and gave other vials to certain members of the Flag Smashers and hid the remaining 9 vials of serums to create more super soldiers later. However, while trying to flee from John Walker, Carly was ambushed by Zemo, who was able to destroy 8 vials before he was knocked out by Walker. As Carly fled, Walker found the sole remaining vial and later injected himself with it shortly after being given the mantle of Captain America. As the serum had the ability to enhance one's inner traits, it exasperated Walker's mental instability, causing him to become significantly more violent and cruel. And that's pretty much it about these super soldiers and the serum in the MCU. Only one perfect version of the serum and only one perfect super soldier was ever created: Captain America Steve Rogers. Who's your favorite character to receive the serum in the MCU, and do you think the serum was utilized in a good way throughout the series? Let us know in the comments. Don't forget to like and follow us for more great content. I'm Joshua Ryan, and I'll see you next time.